But before we... The first song that we're going to sing, and I believe Sister Cheryl is going to sing it, it's called Mercy Walked In. And I got to thinking about this, the very first verse here, if you will. I'm just going to speak it. And then it says, I stood in the courtroom. The judge turned my way. It looks like you're guilty. Now what do you say? I spoke up, Your Honor. I have no defense. But that's when mercy walked in. And I began to think about the day that I was out in sin. And I'm sure everybody here can relate to that day that you was out in sin. And how you stood before that judge of the world and they said, what do you got to say for yourself? When you decided to come to God and you gave your life, but you had that devil right in your ear saying, look what you've done. Look at everything that you've done in your life. What have you done? You've done nothing good. You've done nothing right. That's the devil. He likes to make you think that you're guilty. And he tries to tear you down. But there came a time when God said, that's mine. That child is mine. And Jesus came down on this earth and walked this earth and took that sin to Calvary. And then the scripture goes in John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. I can remember that time that I was a nobody. But then I can also remember that time when I became that whosoever will. Everybody here this morning is that whosoever will. You may have a name, an earthly name. But if you will, that spiritual name is I'm the whosoever will. I remember when that judge says, what do you got to say for yourself? And I could say nothing but I'm guilty. But then I also remember when God came by and he touched my life. And he said, you're that whosoever will. If you'll just believe in me and believe that I sent him to save your sin, you're that whosoever will. So tonight, I like to say, remember when you became that whosoever will.